On the wing, Bridges. Back to Paul. On the wing, Booker. Back to Paul. Lets the three fly. No good on the shot. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson looking it over. George against Bridges. Now here is George. He's guarded closely. Can't hit from in close. Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range. But given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
George with no one around.
2 minutes.
That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Suns trail by 3. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 6.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Ayton against Zubac. Bledsoe outside. Takes the 3. Paul grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
That's on Reggie Jackson.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jay Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Phoenix with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Johnson right side. Ayton in the high post. And Ayton gets double teamed. Count the basket. He's got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Over to the wing. Here's Mann. 6 to shoot. Outside, Batum. The turnaround jumper.
Come on, who doesn't like the turnaround jumper, especially when it's taken with that kind of precision?
Right wing. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
LA ball.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. From 11 feet away, rebounded by McGee.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Ayton with it. A 3-ball. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Right back after this break. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today.
With anything, whether it's business, work.
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lou's going with. They've got Kennard. Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's man in at the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They've scored 10 straight to the paint. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Count it. McGee's got his first points of the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
Johnson for three. They get it again. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Inside, Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson from outside. Traps in the tray. Johnson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Shaman kicks to Crowder. Payne passes to Johnson. From downtown, sinks the triple. Johnson's got 12.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Bledsoe against McGee. Pass to Ibaka. Pocket 6. The fader. That one misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Bledsoe dishes to Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. Here's man. Back to Kennard. Shoots over Shaman. Kennard's shot is off. Suns leading by 13. Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson draws the double. Passes to Shaman. Here's McGee. Johnson outside. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. He has 6.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see a shot go in. Nicely done.
And the Clippers call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So for the Suns, Bridges, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And here's Booker from the arc. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers trail by 13. His first shot coming late, and that one goes long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Hit his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Bridges passes to Booker. No good on the triple.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Bridges shot. Good.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. To the middle. Here's Mann. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Mann's got his second bucket. The pass to Paul. There's the three. Connects from three-point range.
D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
To the inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by George.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Crowder with three. Booker, that will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Short. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Paul looking around. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Phoenix enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. At one point, they led by 16. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. That seems all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Such a wide-open look. George has got 14 points for the game. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation. The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Chris Paul. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for Marcus Morris. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Pass to Payne. To the paint. Ayton dishes to Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Outside, George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Kennard on the wing. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Pass to Kennard. George against Booker. Now here's Kennard. Defense is right there. And he gets the bucket. Kennard's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Bledsoe. And the rejection by Ayton. Bridges attacking. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
The number of second chance points they've gotten has also been big. They've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Here's Ibaka. The offensive rebound. Here's Batum. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Bridges finds Johnson. From deep. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Clippers trail by 10. In the corner, George with it. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. George has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Clippers.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
A nice shot by Booker.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a 3-point answer.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Los Angeles.
Oh! You got to be kidding.
The assist.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Ayton's got 14 points for the game. Clippers with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Batum, good.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
1 second separating the shot clock and game. It's good from long range. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9. As the quarter comes to a close.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud.
From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Clippers. George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's Man in at the 2. Back to Jackson. Pass to Man. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3-point field goal.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Crowder kicks to Booker. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Clippers trail by 12. Outside Jackson. Now the dish to George. To the left side wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre. And the Clippers call time here.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. We're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. McGee against Zubats. And he jams it with authority.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. A nice shot by Booker.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Clippers trail by 16. Outside, George. Shoots over McGee. Tries it from 9. McGee with the block.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Paul launches it from deep. And with the rebound. Man's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 19. On On the wing, George. Defended by Crowder. Kicks it to Jackson. And there's the pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zubats. Good on the 13-footer.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit number one option for an offense.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. He takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Zubats finds Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Over Paul. Hits the front of the rim and out. Suns leading by 20. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Booker. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. And the shot goes down.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
And they double up Jackson. Defended by Bridges. Here's Zubats. They shoot again, and it's good on the way in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for
Devin Booker.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Lets it go from deep. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He's such a tough cover close to the basket.
Throw good, Paul George.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Coming on to the floor for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson.
And here are the Clippers now. Pass to Hartenstein. Rebound by Smith. Here's Hutchison. He kicks to Payton. Here's the 3. Count it.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.